What up? It's your boy K-Blao Hood X. Um, this is a fucked up video to do. As I was contemplating all day whether or not I was gonna do this video or not, and I said, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna do it. X. First of all, I want to say, rest in peace to X. You know, uh, he got killed today. Obviously, a lot of people know this shit. Um, I just did a video about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks ago, on my video called Air Signs Are Horrid, and I was talking about the lower nature of air signs. And even me as an Aquarius, you know, a lot of I was explaining that, like, you know, I was researching some of the most negative traits that I could come across, you know what I'm saying, dealing with Aries, and I came across XXXTentacion, XXXTentacion. And I tried to listen to his music, and I couldn't because it fucked my head up. And then, like, I kind of saw myself in that nigga. You know, like, when I was younger, it really fucked my head up, you know what I'm saying? His energy, like, had called me into making this video. I'm talking about lower self shit, dealing with air signs, and, like, mind you, him getting killed really brought back a lot of the shit I was just saying in this video, and it really made me look at myself and how much I've evolved. When I look at this channel, you know what I'm saying, we're thinking about a lot of things that I said, and, like, you know, people who follow my channel, it's a lot of people who follow my channel know it's a lot of people who hate me, it's a lot of people who fucking love me. That Pisces video, why I hate Pisces, that shit just hit 100,000 views recently. You know what I'm saying? So, like, a lot of people who first come across me, they think I'm an asshole, and some people sit around long enough, they fucking get it. When I look at XXX, you know, I look at a lot of the stuff that they were reporting on him, like how he beat somebody, and, you know, he beat a inmate, I guess, that he was locked up with and had blood all over him. And the shit he was talking about, you know, he held his baby mom hostage and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? In my lifetime, I've been in situations that play out, you know what I'm saying, with my parents, my siblings, you know what I'm saying? I've been in situations with my spouse, situations with friends that, like, depending on how the situation played out, you know what I'm saying, they can make me sound just as ruthless as that motherfucker. Depending on who you tell the story, depending on how you hear it, you know what I'm saying? This is Aquarius shit. And, like, every Aquarius got some type of fucked up story in their past that, like, that fucks with them, you know what I'm saying? But, like, him with X, I could see the growth, and I could see, and then, like, he had that Aquarius rebel shit, but, like, he was still young and he was trying to grow. And I think that if he had time to continue to grow, that he would have had a chance to evolve. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot of what my channel is about. And then, like, you know, I still use a lot of my old lower Aquarius traits to entertain and, you know what I'm saying, to keep this channel intrigued. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, I've evolved as an Aquarius, and I've learned a lot of my negative traits. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times people on this page say, man, you're not fair with Aquarius. And I'm like, man, bullshit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I call Aquarius out on their bullshit too. And, like, X was fucked up. And then, like, this is what you get when that nigga was me. In the music, everything. Like, a lot of his music was more about suicide, whereas my music was more about homicide. But I don't, you know what I'm saying? One thing I don't speak about a lot on this channel is suicide, and that, like, you know, I'm not a good spokesperson on suicide. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like speaking on suicide. But he didn't have no problem speaking on that shit, and I don't do well with that topic. You know what I'm saying? Especially as an Aquarius, and, like, him, the way he addressed it, a lot of times I can relate to what he's trying to express. And that, like, do I think that he actually wanted to kill himself? No, but I think he actually understood the concept of death and resurrection, and the concept of, like, being able to download your soul into the internet and let people figure it out for themselves. You know, I think he understood that, and that you didn't need your physical body to express your soul. And I think that, you know, he got kind of like, he literally, like a lot of Aquarius do at an early age, we kind of bypass the third dimension. Like, you can really look at this card called the Knight of Swords, as well as the Knight of Swords reverse. You know what I'm saying? If you really want some more clarity on this, and they're like, we literally disregard the whole third dimension, and we literally we become a physical thought. Like, we are thoughts. That's why, you know, a lot of times Aquarius identify with aliens and Vulcans and shit a lot, because we literally remove all emotions, and we literally we try to come across as a pure thought. We get off on thoughts. This whole channel is thoughts. So I can see him talking about suicide and him trying to transcend the third dimension and death. I could see what he was trying to express, and that, like, but it was just immature, and then, like, it was like a lot of shit that Tupac talked about, saying shit as an air sign, and then, like, he understood that, like, he could download his soul into the Akashic records per se, but it was too young, and then, like, it was still earthly. I didn't watch the video, but you're saying, shout out my man Jay Can. He told me that Flight Boss, you know, Dolo the pilot man, you know, so I got a lot of respect for him. You know, even me and him don't see a lot of, we don't agree on, because I have a lot of respect for him as a psychic and as a brother doing, you know, putting out this type of content as a, you know, multi-dimensional being. He, from what I was told, you know what I'm saying, put out a video, it's called Tupac is the Moon. And I didn't understand. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? He broke it down. He basically saying that, like, Tupac didn't, you know, he didn't basically he transcended, but he didn't fully transcend, in a nutshell. I didn't get a chance to watch the video, that's why it's kind of fucked up to talk about it, but I'm just being honest with y'all. But I kind of understood what he was trying to explain to me, and that, like, it's the same shit with X, and that, like, he's kind of like a moon, and, like, you know, he was trying to explain, you know, how he could transcend out of his physical body, but he didn't get to fully develop that concept. And, like, me as an Aquarius who've experienced these same type of thoughts and got to, you know, move past you know, my younger years and get to really express a lot of this content into this channel, I got a lot of it. That shit weighs heavy on my heart that he didn't really, that especially I saw him, you know what I'm saying, on the internet like that, just laid out, like, and just knowing that he was ready, like Biggie, another Gemini, killed in a car, you know what I'm saying, he was ready to die, you know, and but who knows what it would have been like had he had got a chance to keep going, you know what I'm saying. A lot of air signs get killed in cars, just as a side note, you know what I'm saying. Jimmy Dean, JFK got shot in the car, Tupac got shot in the car, Biggie got shot in the car. It's crazy, but you can add X to that list. And also, you know, a lot, I've said this because I've heard Poe say it. Mind you, this isn't me, this Poe says this a lot, and you may have heard me say this on the channel too, and that you gotta die to really appreciate a lot of the shit that I'm saying on this channel. And that's kind of it's a fucked up thought, but it's just true. And that, like, but you don't have to physically die in your body. You don't have to physically die. Like, this is what the concept of Haru is like, and also Christ as well. It's like death and resurrection of self, you know, inside the self, for the self. So you don't have to physically die. And this is the same shit concept I was trying to explain with the Lilith concept in another video, and that, like, a lot of air signs and stuff kind of manipulate the third dimension into having threesomes and orgies and shit like that, because, like, it's a thought, you know what I'm saying. So they literally trying to shift the third dimension and make this thought line up, when it's like you don't have to physically do that shit in order to achieve the same realization. You know, the third dimension is tricky like that. And the air signs, we fuck up. Like, this is why we look stupid a lot of times to people who don't understand, you know, that it's just a thought. you know, a lot of stuff on my channel, and then like, you know, you watch this shit, you cut it off, and you scroll to the next video, and it's like it's just a thought, you know. Like I said, for me, that's why for me, you know, I have to live this shit out, and I think that's what X was. A lot of shit he said was just past. Like he said, a lot of reckless, stupid shit on the internet. Like I went back, I had to review a lot of his memes and a lot of you know, the things that he said that was just reckless and stupid and basically just young as fuck. And like a lot of people is ruthless and that, you know, they say it's karma got his ass. You know what I'm saying? I do believe karma kept up, I mean, you know, caught up to him in a certain regard, in that, you know, he kept asking for death and it came up on him. But, you know, I've experienced a lot of the same thoughts, you know, that he had, especially, you know what I'm saying, that you talk about in his music and just being able to, and not just his music, but like if you follow his social media page and the shit that he said and the way he just expressed himself emotionally, you know, I've felt a lot of that shit. And, you know, wrong is wrong, right is right, and that he did a lot of wrong shit, you know, and he was young and fucking stupid, you know what I'm saying, he was a dumbass Aquarius. But, you know, for him to get killed, it's like, this is what you dealing with Aquarius shit. It's like life and death shit. It's kind of like what you do on my channel, and then like, whereas a lot of times we talking about the Pisces getting exposed and shit like that, you see that some air sign shit, motherfucker get killed. Do a 10 of swords. You know what I'm saying? The air sign suits. If you watch my video, air signs of swords. You know what I'm saying? It ends like that. You see this with a lot of air signs. Like I said, Pac, Jimmy, you know, Biggie, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of air signs. The story gets short. It get cut short. And we deliver content like this. We live our life like this, and that's kind of what you see in the spirit of this channel. Is me ready to die at any given moment. You know what I'm saying? And all this shit gonna make sense. You know what I'm saying? Once I'm dead, but while I'm still here, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, okay, well, you got a guy talking into the motherfucking channel. Talking into the motherfucking camera. You know what I'm saying? But I'm fully aware, and I kind of move. That's why I understand what he was trying to um, uh, express through his music. You know, and he didn't give a fuck. He was like, man, fuck. Basically, he didn't care about the third dimension. He didn't care about, you know, the gravity, the laws of physics. He didn't care about what you thought. He was just wanted to be free. You know what I'm saying? This is immature Aquarius thinking. This is stupid ass Aquarius thinking. You know what I'm saying? So if you are Aquarius, you follow my channel, I hope you can learn, you know what I'm saying, from X, and just know that, like, you know what I'm saying, as an Aquarius, it's a little bit of X in all of us. It's like a little rebel, asshole, fucking trolling bastard, shit talking motherfucker in all of us. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you subscribe to this channel. You know what I'm saying? You know that's what the fuck this channel is. But with all due respect to life, you know what I'm saying, the choices that we make, you know what I'm saying, I thought it was only appropriate that that I shared with y'all that, you know, um, even though this was a very flawed Aquarius dude, you know what I'm saying, you respect motherfuckers' life. You know what I'm saying? I never wish death on nobody. You know what I'm saying? And I also suggest that you watch the video I got. It's called Aquarius Hero, where I explain the same thing. And that, like, you know, Aquarius is a flawed heroes. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the shit about my channel is flawed. You know what I'm saying? But as the movie continues to progress, and hopefully by the time we get to the end, you know what I'm saying, we will have a chance to make everything make sense. And I think that's what he didn't really get, in that he thought that he would always have a chance to, you know, to make everything right, and he was kind of denied that chance. And this is air sign shit, and then like a lot of shit that we do does put us in life and death situations where we might not have a chance to fix, or we might get locked up or some shit like that. You know, going in jail. You know, it's 6 million ways to die. You know what I'm saying? Choose one, like they say in the, you know, in the music. So you don't have to, like I said, you don't have to physically die. The purpose of this channel, like I said, it's to time travel. It's to we come across a situation like this, and we, you know, we look at it from a concrete internal standpoint, and they're like, I am X. You know, from an empathic standpoint, I am X. You know what I'm saying? In the past life, in a previous life, in an alternate life. You know what I'm saying? Different placements in this chart, but you know what I'm saying? Overall, I can look at the mistakes, I can look at the shit he did, and I can say, damn, like, you know, I used to do a lot of the same stupid shit, you know what I'm saying, when I was young and I didn't know no better. And Um, and yeah, last thing I want to say though too is I don't condone violence, on women at all. Dude was accused. I don't know, but he was accused of kidnapping this woman and beating his ass, shit like that. And like, I'm not online defending X at all. I think that, when you wrong, you're wrong, you will be held accountable. The universe will hold you accountable. And I think that he obviously did some things that the universe said, okay, it's time for you to go. But, I think that it is important to look at and learn the appropriate lessons that should be learned with all due respect to life as a human being. So in all honesty, I am not defending anything in his actions at all. But I do respect life. So I hope that anybody who follow my channel and is Aquarius, or with an Aquarius, can look at this and learn the lessons from it. And still have respect to X as a human being. Especially me. And a lot of people disagree with the shit I say on my channel. A lot of people disagree with the shit I say, and I don't give a fuck. I put it out there. Y'all know this shit. It's always happened to me. If I was to get killed or some shit like that, Or if I was to die, I hope that people see the high, same shit that they got a video of him, X out saying something similar, the same shit, and they're like, man, like, yeah, I do a lot of stupid shit, but I just hope that people can see the bigger picture, and just know that that all of this is designed to help people, not hurt people, and rest in peace to X, and put the guns down.